So first, let's understand what exactly are Windows functions. So what happens is you have a table, and out of that table, you want to, let's say, select only a few rows. And then on top of that, you want to do some aggregation, but some kind of operation. So when you do that, when you select a window of rows out of all the rows that are available to you, then we use Windows function. And now let's begin. And we shall be using AdventureWorks as usual. So Windows functions are of many types: lead, lag, count, sum, row number, etc. So we shall be covering all of that in this session. Now let's begin with the lag function. So lag and lead are two different type of Windows functions. We use a lag function to access the previous rows of the data, and we use the lead function to access the future rows or the next rows of the data. So let me show it to you. Example, this is our current table, and let's say we have a column current total, and the first row has 2024 followed by 6074 and so on. Now in the case of lag, we would be getting the previous total. So as you can see, there is nothing prior to 2024, so we get a null. For this row, the previous current total is 2024 and so on. And in the case of lead, we are going to get the value of the next current total. So as you can see here, the value of the current total in the next row is 6074. The value of the next current total in the second row is 2024 and so on. There we do not know what is the value of the next current total, since we only have 4 rows in this table, and hence at the end we get a null. To depict the lead and lag functions in sales order details table. So let's start. So as you can see, this particular sales order detail table, it is giving you the details of all the sales orders. So there is a sales order ID, there is a product ID, there is how many units of that product you bought, what was the unit price, and then what is the line total. Line total is nothing but the quantity multiplied by the unit price, right? You can see. Now let's say I want to compare that. Okay, right now my line total is this, but what was the previous line total? So when you want to know the previous total, that's when you use the lag function. And when you want to know the future, then I will use the lead function. Now this lag function is nothing but a kind of a window function. Okay. So what is the format of a window function? Instead of window function, I have written lag. Okay, this I have not written anything in bracket. It's up to you. Like for every function, you don't need to write something in bracket. That's why I have not kept anything there. So, but here we need to. So lag of what? Lag of line total over. Now order by means I want it to come in which order. Okay, so partition by. By the way, partition by is optional. Okay, and order by is compulsory. Now, let me explain what is order by and partition by. So order by is nothing but some kind of a sort statement that we use in Excel, and partition by is nothing but it is some kind of a grouping done based on a particular key attribute. For example, in this table, we are partitioning by the ID and we are ordering by the modified date. So partition by ID means that I will be treating the same kind of ID as one group, and within this group, I would be ordering by the modified date. So for example, you have these two IDs. The date which comes first is 31st May, followed by 28th November. This if I arrange it in an ascending order of dates. And for this next ID, it is 28th January followed by May 2011 followed by Jan 2013. So all these dates are sorted or ordered by ascending order in a particular ID. So partition by is creating these two partitions. The first partition belongs to this particular sales order ID, and the next partition belongs to the second sales order ID. The second table is simply showing the lag function after partition by and order by. The similar way we can get the next total using the lead function. with order by and partition by in place. Order by, modified date, ascending, sales order ID. Then I want the current line total, and this will be the previous total. Okay. The ship, I can even put a modified date actually. See, this is 2024. The same 2024 has come here now. Okay. This 6074 has come here now. Instead of lag, I make it lead, let's say. Okay. Future. Next total. Okay. So if I run this query, this is my current total 2024. Okay, and the next total now, next total 6074. The next total from here has come here. Okay, so this 2024 has come here. This 2039 has come here. So do you understand? So the lag was telling me the previous value, and lead is telling me the next future value. So these are the two lead and lag functions, very useful. So just to give you a brief idea about the rank function, which is next. So rank function is another window function which is used to calculate the rank for each row within a partition of a result set. The same rank is assigned to the rows in a partition which have the same type of value. A rank function can be of different types. For example, you have dense rank, row number, and your normal rank. So okay, let's understand what is the difference between rank, dense rank, and row number. So right now, just understand that we are ranking based on descending order. So if a subtotal is 35, if it's the subtotal is big, then it will have a lower rank. Okay, so subtotal 35 has 15 rank and 32.6 has 16 rank, 16 rank in all. So this is fine. Now let's say the same value repeats in the next row. So if the numbers are different, then rank, dense rank, and row number will follow the normal, order like 15, 16, 17, 18. But if the values are exactly same, then we see a difference. So what happens is if the values are exactly same for rank and dense rank, they will give the exact same rank. So let's say 32.6 comes 4 times, then you will have 16, 16, 16, 16 4 times in both rank and dense rank. But a row number will assign a unique rank or a unique number to each value, even if it is the same. So even though we have 32.6, 32.6, this row number is going to assign the values based on the serial number or the number of the serial number of the row. For example, in this table, let's say this 32.6 corresponds to row number 16 and this second 32.6 corresponds to row number 17. So row number is giving you something like a serial number for the row. You can consider this to be a serial number. Okay, so if 32.6 comes 4 times, the rank would be 16, 17, 18, 19 in case of row number. Now, okay, so we had two numbers with the same value. Now we have another number which is not the same as 32.6. So now what will happen? Now rank function will skip a rank. So you had 16 two times, right? Ideally there should be a 17, but since the number is same, so it was 16, 16. So rank will skip one rank. So after 16, 16, it will give you 18. Okay, let's say there were four 32.6. In that case, the rank function would have returned 16, 16, 16, 16, and it would have skipped the rank 17, 18, 19, and it would have given you 20 here for 29.48. You understand? So that is how it works. The dense rank is not going to skip any rank. That is how it is different from a rank function. So after you, because the 32.6 is this exact same value, so dense rank is going to give 16 rank to the same value. But once, let's say you are not getting any more 32.6 now, this is a different number. So after 16, it is going to return 17. So that is the basic difference. And now let's understand in our code. One particular customer, okay, 29825, whatever. Let's say there are 5 transactions, okay. So I want to know which transaction was the highest subtotal. Okay, when was that shipped? the highest subtotal, then which was the second rank subtotal, third rank, and so on. You can use rank functions. Now we shall be using select star comma rank. Okay, now you remember the format of the window function, right? Window function name, then brackets. Here in brackets, I don't need to write anything. Over order by is compulsory, partition is not compulsory. Subtotal, okay. Ascending, you need not write as ascending. Ascending is the default if you wanted to, but I want to order it by the highest subtotal on top. Okay, so I have to write descending. Okay, the highest subtotal should be ranked 1 according to me now. Okay, and then I want to also partition by. Partition by will always come before order by. Fine. Partition by customer ID. I wanted to rank individually for each customer. That's why I'm using partition by. Okay, to F5. Now you will see there will be some rank function here. He gave his total subtotal was 35. Okay, so his rank is 15th. Now he made a payment of 32.6 and 32.6, like the exact same payment. Okay, so the rank is exactly 16. Now after 16 there is no 17 rank. Can you see there is a directly 8 that there's a directly an 18 rank. Now if I want to say, okay, after 16 I okay, 2 times 16 has come, it's fine, but next rank should be 17. Let's say I want it like that, then I have to use something called as dense rank. Same query, I will run it for dense rank and we will see the output. Okay, so 16, right? After 16 you are getting now a 17 rank. Now what if I do not want, even if it is the same subtotal, right? 32.6, 32.6, I don't want it to show the same rank. I want, if the subtotal is same, then I want it to follow the row number order after 16, 17 comes, right? So if the subtotal is not same, then let it follow the normal rank, like 1, 2, 3, whatever. If subtotal is exactly same, then it has to follow the serial number. In that case, I will use something called as a row number. So row number. Okay, see, this is the 16th row. And we have 32.6 here, again 32.6 here. After 16, you are getting a 17 rank. So that is the difference between rank, dense rank, and row number. You should know this because it's a very important concept in any interview. Okay. After this, we come to sum, average, and count.
So next we come to window functions of sum, count, and average. So these are nothing but aggregate functions. So what happens, you know that a window function is ideally selecting a window of rows from the entire table. Now you can perform operations like sum, count, and average on these window of rows using our sum, count, and average window functions. So let's see it with the help of a code.
So let's say I want to know what was the subtotal for each year of, let's say, the ship date year wise. Okay, so I will use the sum function, the sum window function. So I want select distinct year of ship date. Then I want the sum of the subtotal column. Okay, now I see here again in Windows function for rank, I did not give anything in the brackets. Okay, but for sum, lead, lag, I am giving this, I mean the field name in the brackets. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so sum, I want the sum of the subtotal over, again, order by is compulsory. So I want to order by the year of ship date. Let's say you wanted to, do it month wise, then instead of year, you will just put month here. Okay. Now bracket closed. From the name of this table, sales dot sales order header. So here, see, I've got this, just enter. And then order by year of ship date. Okay. Now if I select this and run this, I'll get this. So actually I'm not getting any column name, right? So that is why you can write as year of ship date, just a column name. Okay. And this I can give the as sum of total, this subtotal column, right? So the I have just named the columns. Okay, that's all. Now I'll run the same query. So there you go. So for year 2011, this was the sum of that, column subtotal, and to 2012, this was the sum, and so on. Okay. Now, instead of sum, let's say you want the count. So what will you get in the count? You will be getting the total, transactions. Basically, the number of sales order, and it is the same thing. Okay, similarly, instead of count, if you want average, then you just write average here, avg. Okay, and you execute, and you will be getting the answer. So that is it. Okay, so this is how you use Windows functions. So with this, we come to an end, and hope you like the video. Please stay tuned for more, and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.